Welcome, cartel members, Anons, Facebook friends, random YouTube viewer, Instagram follower, and any other person that may be watching. Thanks for joining me. My name is Julio Acas, and I am the Theorizing Theorist. But today, I am Kappy's Cartel's Capitan, I guess you could say. Excuse me. Now, just want to give you guys a little update as to what's going on with Kappy's Cartel. A lot of the videos I have recently posted are currently under attack by people that shall remain unnamed at the moment. I'm currently also in negotiations well, let's just say I'm dealing with a certain person's lawyer, and they're trying to infringe upon my right to make a living and make money getting donations and support by bringing you guys the news and valuable information that you guys, please excuse my dog in the background, but valuable information that you guys can choose to do what you wish with. So if you guys think that's wrong, please consider donating to my channel. Depending on how you guys react and respond to this video and my other videos, really is going to dictate how I move forward in life, I guess you could say, and with these channels. So I can't get into much more information or much more detail than that, but please understand that things are heating up, to say the least, and I'm very pleased with where this Kappy's Cartel investigation and mini-series, docu-series, whatever you want to call it, has garnished. So today I got a $30 donation. Let me get something to drink here. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Summer! Excuse me. But today I got a $30 donation from a person that shall remain unnamed. And it really reminds me of why I'm doing this, and that is for you guys. And you guys have really responded with your donations, I must say. I can't stress enough. They slowly trickle in here and there, and then sometimes it's a boom. When I first started, it was really impressive to see how much support I got, and then it just stopped to zero for a couple of weeks. And now slowly it's starting to pick back up and trickle back in, which I truly appreciate, and that's why these videos continue coming at you raw and quick and fast and fierce. So with that said, we're going to dive into Isaac Kappy's last post on Instagram, and it was the whole humility recipient deal. Lots of theories in regards to that, but one of my favorite theories and one of the more prevalent theories was that he didn't write it, and it was actually a coded message there at the end. And it really led to a lot of these theories. So before we get into that, I just kind of want to give you a little bit of a background to one of the theories, and that is that Isaac Kappy was in fact informant for the FBI or for the witness protection, and he was ratting on people like Tom Hanks and people like all the people he was mentioning in all of his videos. He was actually in fact ratting on, and it was either a heads up he was giving them, or which I doubt, or it was a, how do I say, just him kind of letting them know that we know it was like QAnon, or I don't know. So anyway, to get back to what the theory says, is that Isaac Kappy was actually a Satanist, or he was actually one of them, and he wasn't telling all of us the full truth. And, with what he said in his last video about him being a bad guy, and it really leads us to believe, what do we really know about him, and what was he willing to admit on camera on his live streams? And we wanted to believe him, but he was literally telling everybody, hey, I'm a liar, guys. And then, we were asking him questions like, have you ever hurt a kid? And he was like, no, I never hurt a kid. I mean, the guy just got done telling you he was a liar. Now, I'm not saying he hurt kids, of course. I don't believe that that's what had happened, but I don't know what had happened. And I don't want to believe that he was a Satanist. But like I said, this theory, it really does keep its notoriety and it keeps its validity because of what was written in the letter. And it's kind of hard to go over without the letter right in front of us. So I went and went to his Instagram so we can go over it word for word. I'll read it to us, and then I'll go over some of the comments for the past week that was posted to his Instagram. But like I said, it seems to me that Donald Trump had him under witness protection, and he was garnering all this information. And like they say, no deals for nobody. And Isaac Kappy was no exception. But I think they let him go so the cabal could get him. Or that's the theory, is that they think that the cabal, that Trump let him go, pulled off the witness protection, and let the cabal get him. And when they got him, they wrote this letter under his Instagram and deleted all of his previous videos and posts and all that stuff. And they wrote humility recipient, which to me screams somebody else writing it. You know, why would you write that about, I'm a humility recipient? And what was it that he received that gave him humility is what I want to ask. So if you guys have any theories, comment below. Check the description below for ways to donate. Of course, I already went over that. And he has another saying that says, beware the man that has nothing to lose, for he has nothing to protect. Sometimes I feel like that's me. Honestly, feels like that's me. But he ends it with some weird stuff. So we're going to go ahead and go over, like I said. So, hello. Over the course of the last week, through introspection that should have happened many years ago, I have come to some stark revelations about my character. It is a testament to my utter arrogance that these revelations had not come sooner. You see, I believed myself to be a good guy. I have not been a good guy. In fact, I have been a pretty bad guy throughout my life. I have used people for money. I have betrayed many people and much trust. I have sold drugs. I have tax delinquencies. I have debts. I have abused my body with cigarettes, drugs, and alcohol. I have been abusive to people who loved me, including my family. I have expected help without putting proper work into help myself. I have used money to gamble and lose instead of using it to further my gifts. Earlier this week, I committed an act so flippantly, without thought, that will become synonymous with short-sightedness and petty, vile greed, and in the end has cost me everything. I will publicly disclose the details at the right time. You see, while I supposedly wanted to make America great, I have not put much work at all into making myself great. I have wasted much money on speculation and gambling, and I have gambled away my future. Time that could have been utilized to nurture my many gifts and have been wasted on frivolity. And while it's true I have spent many, many hours of research and disseminating information about bad actors, I have had so little care for introspection of my own actions. It is a testament to my sheer arrogance that I had not come to these revelations sooner. To the Q movement, I am so sorry. I have brought shame upon the greatest military operation of all time. But really, I have only brought shame upon myself. And while it's true I have outed many pedophiles that were former friends, I remained in their sphere for much longer than I should have, and attempted to gain from them after I knew about their actions. And in my sheer arrogance, I did not even reflect on this fact. I have been a great betrayer of trust and squanderer of gifts and goodwill. Q says they give people enough rope to hang themselves, and I have hung myself. I have told people in the Trump administration that I am willing to admit to my many crimes in a public setting and committed to execution in a public setting. A nation cannot suffer its traitors, and I am no exception. To those I have inspired, keep up the fight. It is noble work. However, I have not been a noble man. I am an imposter. To those who have offered their trust and care, I apologize. I have wronged many people throughout my life, and while I have many talents, I have not utilized them. To Jesus, I am sorry. I have betrayed you again. This time the shoe is on the other foot, though, and I am happy the earth shall see the justice it has waited so long for. Jesus, you offered so. Now, before I continue, I want you to notice that he believes that he's going to be executed in a public setting. And some people even think that Trump or QAnon were involved in his death and executing him. But I think that was the execution, was just because they knew the cabal was going to get him within days. And they're the ones that kind of wrote this letter and blended it. Who knows, though? I don't know. I'm not saying I believe that. I'm just saying this is a prevalent theory, and I wanted to go over this letter with y'all. So let's continue. The earth shall see the justice it has waited so long for. Jesus, you offered so much, and instead of reveling in your wisdom, I used my attention on darkness. President Trump, I have betrayed you and squandered goodwill, and I now shall forever be known for my actions. These revelations have come way too late. But I am not so arrogant now that I would deny them. In the end, I shall be remembered for my actions and not my hollow words. To the many people I have acted abusively towards, I am very, very sorry. To my former friends I have used and betrayed, I am sorry. To those I have deceived, I am sorry. Although I must say in my sheer arrogance, I did not even realize that I had been the bad actor all along. And while it's true, I threw myself into a very dangerous situation, outing the truth of Hollywood, I did not reflect on my own truths and many, many shortcomings. It is one thing to know what is right, to know the truth, and an entirely different thing to act in an upright manner. I have been lacking in gratitude, humility, honor, service, and proper care for others. I have not honored the light of God within. Also, it should be noted that I have recently been made to believe that I am the reincarnation of Judas Iscariot, the great betrayer, and while I could have utilized this period of the Great Awakening to awaken myself, I have used it to focus on the darkness of others and not the darkness within. To be clear, I was so arrogant that I did not see the darkness within or even reflect that I could have darkness within. I actually believe that I have been acting upright. It is very, very sad, but I hope that the people of the world can utilize my folly in a positive light, that you all may use my mistakes as an example for personal growth, see the light in others, nurture the light in yourself. This lesson has come too late for me, but perhaps it can inspire you. I will be using the remainder of my time on earth to atone for my transgressions and to seek the light within in others and myself. And then July 4th, 2019, Return of the King, Return to the Light. Now, feel free to pause it and read these comments, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me just pause it real quick. All right, so basically they're saying that it's a coded message, and you're going to see that in the comments in the past week. And I want you guys to please go and comment down in this video, and maybe I'll make a second video in regards to this with some of your guys' thoughts and theories and conspiracy theories, and maybe even be able to highlight some of your comments that you have commented on his Instagram page. Let's show some love over there to my man Isaac Kappy. Regardless of what you think, he brought a lot of pain, it seems. So anyway, some people think that the Satanists wrote that and they were talking to other Satanists, giving them kind of like a warning, like this is going to happen to you if you open your fucking mouth. Some people think that it was, the Trump and QAnon administration writing this letter, and it was coded to the Satanists. So, well, just letting them know that your days is coming, nobody's exempt, no deals. Or it could just be straightforward. What do you guys think? It could just be Isaac Kappy writing his last letter, and they, whatever. I've seen some videos on YouTube that go over the numerology and all that stuff, and I don't believe in all that stuff. I'm not saying it's not real. I just, me, I only believe in God 100%. But as far as probability and possibility, in my humble opinion, I just don't really follow along, at least, or believe in it. It just seems too I'm not going to insult it, just you understand. But feel free to link down in the description, in the comments below, any good links you have that dissect or what's the word I'm looking for, decode this letter from Isaac Kappy. And before I let you go and read the rest of these comments without me reading them for you, but just let you read them to the music, I want to ask again that you guys please support the channel. I hate asking over and over again, not that you guys aren't donating, but it's just I have to keep reminding everybody per video, or else nothing trickles in, right? So it's just my job. So please, if you don't like this part of it, please excuse me. I do apologize, but please, if you can donate, please donate. It's in the description below. Links to my Google Pay, my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo, and I don't know, some other stuff down there. So check that out. But like I said, it seems I want to see your guys' links if you guys have them. Put them in the comments below so we can all kind of go over them. And if I like one of them, I'm going to feature it in my part 2 of this Isaac Kappy letter thing, because I'm really curious as to what y'all think. I'm not sure if I like this theory about it being written to the Satanists, I guess, to the other Satanists, but I don't know. I just really don't know. So with that, guys, I'm going to leave you with my typical, as always, the routine. To God be the glory.